Nearly 35 days after the Enforcement Directorate team was attacked in West Bengal, Sandeshkhali, now villagers, especially women, are up at arms against the absconding Trinamool Congress leader Sheikh Shahjahan and his aides. On 9th of February, women of Sandeshkhali staged protest demanding the arrest of Trinamool Congress strongman Sheikh Shahjahan and his aides. With sticks and brooms in their hands, local women taking out processions in different areas. The villagers alleging that Shahjahan and his men have established a reign of terror, quote unquote. They allege that dignity of scheduled caste, scheduled tribe women were being repeatedly violated, and it was being done in a systematic manner of targeting these women. They accused the Trinamool of forcefully grabbing their land, claiming that swaths of tribal land have also been captured by them. They also claim that farmers are forced to work without any pay. They further were angered by the inaction of the local police. Villagers even vandalizing and torching poultry farms and other property of aides of Shahjahan Sheikh. West Bengal Governor C.V. Ananda Bose visiting Sandeshkhali, meeting the villagers and saying this is the worst that could happen in a civilized society. The issue soon snowballed into a political fight, both inside and outside the Bengal Assembly, as the BJP slammed the Trinamool Congress-led government and said Mamata Banerjee is known for the genocide of Hindus. The left too accusing the state of not acting against Shahjahan Sheikh. The Trinamool accusing the BJP, Congress and left of fueling the unrest and attempting to polarize. Let's go straight across to Union Minister for Women and Child Welfare and also Minister for Minorities, Smriti Irani ji. Namaste Smriti ji, this is Anand here. Thank you very, very much. You had a very forceful and pointed press conference earlier in the day, but the Trinamool has accused you of trying to divide people, communities and also try and push danga. What does she want? Does she want danga is what they said in their press conference, ma'am.
I think that if you hear the allegations that the female victims of Sandeshkhali leveled at the Trinamool Congress, the allegations were very pointed. Firstly, the women said, and for all Bengali women, we know the Shakhapola is an indication of our married life, that their Shakhapola was taken broken. Many women have articulated their angst that house to house there was a search for young married women and that only Hindu women were picked. These are words of the victims themselves, and it cannot be ascribed to any political organization or any politician for that matter. The issue is that instead of reaching out to female victims, the Trinamool Congress is painting itself to be a victim unto itself, because there is a national outcry now on the basis of the statements that have been proffered by the victims of Sandeshkhali. The Trinamool cannot deny that Sheikh Shahjahan has run riot. The Trinamool cannot deny that the allegations by these female victims is that it's the Trinamool party leaders who have searched for women on the basis of their age, their physicality and their religion. Thirdly, the women in Bangla have said that Boro Babu okhane dariye chilo, means the bureaucrat was standing by when these women were being headhunted to be raped. Then these women have gone on to allege, and these women were not brought together by any political organization. They were fed up of being continuously raped. They have said in Bangla to reporters who went to cover their outrage locally that their husbands were pointedly told in the presence of Bore Babu, God knows which bureaucrat they are referring to, or police officer, that now you shall remain husband only in name. And now you have physically no rights over the woman that has been identified by the Trinamool Congress. Now, instead of reaching out to these families, for the Trinamool Congress to utilize their time to attack me or anybody who is bringing up this issue nationally is a matter of great shame.
Chief Minister,
are they of the opinion that the women victims of Sandeshkhali do not matter because now some politician or some political organization is talking about it?
Chief Minister Mamata Bandyopadhyay has said that arrests have been made. Somebody from the left has been arrested. The Trinamool Congress aides of Sheikh Shahjahan have been suspended for 6 years from the party. One of them, Uttam Kumar.
is
Uttam Sarkar.
suspension of 6 years from a political party under the law, the legal direction to bring to justice perpetrators of mass rape? Is it not true that those who were CPM gundas and rapists and marauders and murderers in the CPM now are a part of the Trinamool fleet? Question now is, where is Sheikh Shahjahan? And why is Mamata Bandyopadhyay providing political patronage to such a rapist, to such a henchman?
The other question is, why is the BJP speaking up now and it's jumping only to try and profiteer electorally? That's an allegation that's also being made.
Are you saying that if the BJP speaks, these women victims of Sandeshkhali are not to get justice? Is it now my responsibility to hold my tongue so that these women get justice? Is Mamata Bandyopadhyay assuring me that as of this night, she will have Sheikh Shahjahan arrested and brought to justice? If that is her assurance, he can be assured that I will not speak about it. But Mamata Bandyopadhyay will want Sheikh Shahjahan to run riot, to have women raped. She presides over the genocide of innocents, and her only problem is that people like me will speak about it.
The allegation is not about raising the concerns of women if they have been, and the allegations that they have made, what's been perpetrated upon them. The allegation is to try and push this binary of Hindu versus Muslim. They have taken umbrage to you specifically mentioning Hindu women.
I take umbrage that women were being identified on the basis of their age, their physical makeup, and their religion. For 4 to 5 days, these women have been speaking out in public. And the Mamata Bandyopadhyay TMC government is waking up now when I do a press conference on it. Why is it that for the past 5 days when these women have been congregating and speaking, not once has Mamata Bandyopadhyay herself reached out? Why is it that when these women are congregating, impose Section 144 in Sandeshkhali? Why is it that when somebody wants to speak about this issue in the Legislative Assembly, they are being suspended? So the problem is that Smriti Irani is speaking, or the problem is that Sheikh Shahjahan is providing protection and ensuring that women are identified on the basis of their age, physicality, and their religion and being raped repeatedly? What seems to be the challenge for Mamata Bandyopadhyay? To deal with Sheikh Shahjahan or to deal with Smriti Irani?
Will you be visiting Sandeshkhali? Because some of the accounts, even I've heard them, Smriti, are quite shocking.
Again reiterating, the National Commission for Women has sent an inquiry committee. I know the politics of the TMC. They will politicize the issue instead of ensuring that the victims get justice. They are pushing the constitutional envelope so that they can play victims in the eyes of the public. The question is, why is not the Chief Minister of Bengal yet reached out to the women of Sandeshkhali? These women have come out after repeated rapes and violence against them. They have come out so that women of Sandeshkhali are no longer victimized. Mamata Bandyopadhyay can claim political martyrdom whenever she wants. The issue is, forget the politics of it. As a human being, why hasn't she reached out yet?
But that's a scenario in Bengal, even after in between 48 hours, what ran rampant after the assembly polls.
Can you imagine the incompetence of Mamata Bandyopadhyay? That in just one geography in her state, she can't find that one man? Who is the Sheikh Shahjahan? He instigated a mob of 1,000 people to pelt stone at investigators who went to Sandeshkhali. So much so that the ED had to give a statement saying 3 officers have been injured. and injured grievously. The intent of the mob was to kill these officers. Imagine the impunity of the Trinamool Gunda, that officers of law are being pursued so that they can be put to death. Women are being identified from home to home so that they can be raped. Are you telling me Mamata Bandyopadhyay did not know what is happening in Sandeshkhali or in a Trinamool office where these women have been taken to be raped? Are you telling me that such is her system, that nobody in her bureaucracy could wake up the chief minister? Is she that incompetent or is she complicit? That is the charge on Mamata Bandyopadhyay.
So you're making
If
a charge
not incompetent,
that Miss
then
Mamata
she's
Bandyopadhyay
complicit.
was in the know. She
If
knew
she
and
is
she
not,
looked the other way.
if she is not in the know, then she is incompetent. If she is in the know and chose to do nothing, then she is a accomplice. So Mamata Bandyopadhyay needs to prove to this country whether she was an accomplice, a mute spectator, or sheerly incompetent. The onus is on her, not the BJP.
Final question is that the Trinamool says law will be delivered, justice will be done, but the BJP, left and Congress should not stir the pot.
The BJP is not partnering with Trinamool Congress. The Trinamool is partnering with the CPM and with the Congress party. That is an alliance that has been declared domestically and globally. But for the wheels of justice to turn, can the bureaucracy and the chief minister themselves be an accomplice in the entire incident? The silence of the chief minister speaks volumes over the shrieks of these women of Sandeshkhali.
Smriti ji, thank you very much for your time. Now you put the ball on the Chief Minister's court, Ms. Mamata Bandyopadhyay, and whether or not the Trinamool acts on it. And we will continue to track this story. Thank you for your time. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Namaste. Let's take this forward. Let's take this forward with Priyanka Tibrewal, spokesperson of the Bengal BJP, and Tausif Ahmad Khan, lawyer and political analyst, leans towards the Trinamool Congress. Joining us now, Priyanka Tibrewal is somebody who's still fighting those cases of the violence and the kind of injustice that was perpetrated on cadre and people who decided not to vote for the Trinamool during the assembly elections. Those cases are still there. And she has had accounts on record of nights of hundreds of people who she only harbored and sheltered against loot and plunder. But Tausif Ahmad Khan, we won't go back to the past. Let's look at the present right now and what's happening in Sandeshkhali. Where is Sheikh Shahjahan? That's the first question. And the charge laid by Smriti Irani ji, you heard it there, is that if there is no action taken and if he can't be found in Bengal, then either the chief minister is incompetent or the chief minister is complicit.
You see, Anand, any reported crime against women has to be dealt with an iron fist. And we have seen, as you yourself apprised the Union Minister, Ms. Smriti Irani, that the West Bengal police has already, the administration has already formed a team of 10 member police officers headed by a woman, DIG rank woman. It's a DIG rank woman who is heading this team, and they're already going to visit the area. Secondly, we all heard what union minister, the supposed union minister, and we know that she was an actor in the past of a popular TV serial, high-pitched drama TV serial actress. And she spoke exactly like an actress and dramatized the entire situation. As a union minister, I would expect that she must first get the report before commenting, before playing politics, and before bringing religion into it. You have yourself pointed out that arrests have been made, and a person who has been arrested himself is a Hindu. So why play Hindu-Muslim card over here? That is other than politics. There is nothing. There is nothing about
from
it. Secondly, she did not say anything. She was nowhere to be seen on the TV when this sexual assault case happened in Varanasi. Varanasi is a constituency of the Prime Minister of India, and the three accused are the BJP IIT cell members. A student of IIT BHU was sexually assaulted, and three accused are the IIT cell members. But Smriti Irani did not speak then. So she speaks only to play politics.
Okay.
That's
Now,
all right.
will you yield?
You want to play
Will
politics?
you yield?
But
Just a few points.
But
Just a few points, Tausif. And as Ms. Priyanka Tibrewal comes back to respond to that. One, the three accused, so you know who the three accused are. The fact is that they were arrested within 48 hours of whatever was perpetrated, and they were brought to the book by the hand of the law. The arrests in Sandeshkhali have happened against on those people who have been accused of trying to encourage these women to come out and protest, not against the rapists. The rapists have not been arrested. The charge has been made against Sheikh Shahjahan's aides. One of them has been suspended from the party, the other one has not been. And only suspension from the party, no arrest made. No statement has been taken or cases have been lodged by the women who have alleged that they were targeted, plundered and made to stay up as late as 2 a.m. and what was done with them, they have only accounted for in Bengali. Nothing has been done. Those protests were going on for 4 days and none of the people who are the actual perpetrators who have actually usurped their land, men, women alike whose land have been usurped, none of them have been arrested. So quite rich, and in terms of political theatrics, sir, quite rich coming from the party or supporter of a party whose chief was all around on a wheelchair during the election, and the day the results came, the next day she was walking around as if nothing has happened. So political theatrics quite rich coming from people talking about other people's past. Let's talk about the present is my humble submission. Yes, Priyanka Tibrewal.
Anand, for people like Tausif to sit in an AC room where they don't know the ground reality, that what happens? What happens when you are so poor that you can't even save your wife's self-respect, when goons come to their house and pick up the wife and take them away for the entire night until they are satisfied and then leave them back tomorrow, and where a public servant who's supposed to write an FIR when these women go to the police station tells the husband that you are husband only for namesake, because from now on she is of Sheikh Shahjahan or whosoever Sheikh it is. So what actually happens in their house, Tausif will not understand. See what kind of male chauvinism is. He pointed out at what Smriti Irani is saying, but she's not saying. She is not supposed to know what is happening here. It is your government who's supposed to know. It is your government who's supposed to question. It is your government who's supposed to safeguard the dignity of these women. But where is the government? Forget that. The silence of the chief minister on certain issues we have seen. But this kind of issue where the chief minister had once said that Bangla nijer mein ke chahe, which means that Bangla apni beti ko chahta hai. So these women, they are not the women of Bengal. Are they Bohiragato, which they always say? No, they are very much part of Bengal. But their self-respect, their dignity, their conscience doesn't matter to Trinamool netas. That is why they have been jolted, they have been crumpled under their legs. And who has done that? No aam karyakarta, it is the big netas. Now tell me, what is Sheikh Shahjahan? He's a child sobraj? That the police is not being able to catch the child sobraj for so many days? Why hasn't the chief minister said anything about it? What is so important? And if you're not capable, if you're not competent, hand over the case. Hand over the case and see how the CID
But here is the
catches
charge.
your
The
Sheikh
charge
Shahjahan in a
is
day.
that charge is on a BJP person trying to instigate the women. Who is getting
You
these
see,
women
when
organized?
these women-
Priyanka
now,
ji, one minute.
Anand,
One minute. The second
just a
thing,
second.
second
Just
charge is
give me- allow me one
that
sentence.
this Hindu-Muslim binary, the second charge against the BJP is that the Hindu-Muslim binary works to the advantage of the BJP,
I
and
will give
this
you an
is with
answer
an
for
eye
this.
on the 42 Lok Sabha seats that come from Bengal. Ji.
I will give you a factual answer on this, Anand. That as you said about the post-poll violence, this is the same place, Sandeshkhali, and there were other places where women were raped. I sent all the documents. I sent all the documents to the NHRC, to the Women Commission. But the police in Bengal did not register FIRs. Similarly, like Mr. Tausif is saying, that the police investigating in the last 5 days and a very competent DIG has been given the charge. Tell me, in the 5 days when all this is happening, how many FIRs of rape have been registered?
Yeah, so
by
let
the CIG?
Tausif answer
None.
that as a let Tausif answer that as a lawyer, that the governor can go there, BJP MLAs, MPs and ministers want to go there, they are stopped. Section 144 is imposed. 5 days mein journalists have got accounts. Not one journalist, multiple journalists have got accounts of what has happened from these women. How many FIRs have been lodged? Tausif.
You see, if BJP is not happy with the action of the police or with the DIG rank woman officer heading the police of team, the 10-member team of police, then they can approach the High Court. Even when the ED attack
What
had
is the
happened, they approached
government,
the
the
High Court.
complicit government doing?
Okay,
No.
Priyanka ji, let him speak and
No,
then you
these
can
are all,
counter, please.
see,
Yeah.
these are all
Let's not speak over each
accusations.
other.
These are all allegations and accusations that
my
Mamata
God.
Banerjee is accomplice and
question,
will allow
Tausif-
this kind of heinous crime. You see,
Tausif ji, the question is,
first of
please
all,
tell me in 5 days how many FIRs from the women's point of view and their complaints have been registered by the special team that's been set up. When was this special team set up?
the special team, that the 10-member team that I'm talking about, headed by the woman DIG, was set up today.
Why?
And they are visiting
Why
Sandeshkhali
today,
today.
after 5
Now,
days?
No. See. These are the questions you can ask. You can ask.
I have to.
And really, the answer can be given by the administration themselves.
Yeah.
I would have been.
Is it an unfair?
See, I would have been.
Sorry
No,
to interrupt you. Please
I
complete
would-
after I
would say,
just make another submission, and please complete. Is it unfair to ask a question like this? Is it unfair
No,
to
it
ask
is-
that when law and order is a state subject, the chief minister of the state is also the home minister of the state, and there are women alleging the kind of treatment that's been done with them? Is it unfair to ask, as a Trinamool Congress supporter, as an analyst, and also as a lawyer, should it take 5 days to lodge FIR, sir, and to constitute a team? Please, go ahead.
Anand, it is absolutely not unfair for you to ask this question. Why it took 5 days to set up this special team? Now, at the same time, it is unfair not to ask question from person like Smriti Irani, who's playing politics, about where was she when the sexual assault case happened in Uttar Pradesh, in Varanasi, the constituency of Prime Minister.
What is
She was
happening now?
sleeping.
You
She
are
did
not
not
ready
come
to
out.
speak about
She did
that.
not allege that the
You are
accused
sitting in
and the
Bengal,
victim both
you
were
are
Hindus.
earning in Bengal,
She did
you are
not
eating
point
in
out that
Bengal,
Hindu was
and
being
you are
targeted
talking
in
about Uttar
IIT
Pradesh.
BHU students.
Speak about the
She
women,
did not
what
say
is happening
anything.
to the women
She
here
was
on
sleeping.
ground.
But
And
media
for that
conveniently
matter,
does not
these
ask
women,
questions
most of
from
them
her.
had said
In
what?
fact,
That
when
forcibly
she
they were
comes
made to
on
do
TV,
Trinamool. Then
when she
also,
comes
then
on
also
TV
their
now,
dignity,
even
their
Priyanka ji,
self-respect
right now,
Let him speak,
was
then you
not
please
saved.
counter. Let him speak and then you please counter.
you see, Anand,
I'm just saying.
she speaks
I'm
as
just
a
saying.
union home minister.
Are you
union
going
minister.
to hide behind whataboutery? Is what I'm going to ask you, Tausif. This is a whole village, SC, ST women. Sir, you had Trinamool Congress MPs march all the way up to Uttar Pradesh's place to demand justice there, saying
Doing
that
nautankies at airport.
no, please, nautanki or otherwise, I'm not saying. You had them march all the way up to Uttar Pradesh to say what is happening under Yogi's Raj and there is no law and order. That is the case of one woman at that point in time and misbehavior, and that what happened with one group of people, one family. This is at least 50 to 100 families and many women of an entire area coming out and saying, in your own backyard. Now, where are those MPs today? What is the explanation for 5 days and no action yet done?
No, I think it is unfair.
So are we going to resort to whataboutery for this?
No,
That's
it's
what.
not about
With respect to
there's
the
no
women,
scope.
with respect to how these women have been treated, that's what I'm asking you, Tausif.
See, there is no scope for whataboutery here, because state administration has taken action. People have been arrested, and a special team also have been set up today, headed by a woman DIG. Now, if BJP says that they don't trust the woman DIG of Bengal, they don't trust Mamata Banerjee, Chief Minister of Bengal, then I'm saying that I don't trust Smriti Irani and I don't trust any BJP woman, because I have complete faith on the woman Mukhia of Bengal. She herself, Mamata Banerjee, if you today accuse that Mamata Banerjee would allow willingly something like this, then I'll say that people are only playing politics and only making accusation for the sake of politics.
So you're
Now,
saying
let
that Mamata
Banerjee
Bandyopadhyay,
team, the police
with due
continues
respect, with
it-
all the respect to her, will never allow something like this, especially women, to be treated like this in her own state. She can never be complicit. So then if she is not complicit, where is the action? That's another question that merits. Why has she not even bothered to? Where is Shah Jahan Sheikh is a question.
Anand.
He is the chief perpetrator in chief. Where is Shah Jahan Sheikh? Has the Bengal police not been able to find him? Where is Shah Jahan
Anand.
Sheikh? Another question
Anand.
that begets itself. And Shah Jahan Sheikh to 35 din se lapata hai, sir. 35 days. And she does not know, as Mukhia, as you yourself called her, Mukhia of the state, does not know what's happening in her own backyard. That is not a sign of competence. Would you agree, disagree? So the other
No, you
charge is,
see,
if she is not complicit, is she then not competent enough? That's where the charge is.
No, no, you see, going by that standard, Smriti Irani is complicit because she did not speak in Varanasi case. She is definitely complicit. Aditya Nath is also complicit because he is the chief minister, and under his guidance, those BJP
Anand,
workers.
I have one more request. Let Priyanka Tibrewal. Let Priyanka ji respond. But I am asking you one thing, Tausif ji.
No
He
scope
has
for
no
politics.
answer.
Could you please in the last 5 days,
These are all
in the last
crimes
5 days, sir.
reported against women.
No,
and police is taking
1
action.
minute, Tausif.
There is arrest, there is special team set up.
I cannot read Bangla. At least English media I have not been able to find, Hindi media I have not been able to find. Please tell me, correct me if I am wrong. Last 35 days, one comment from Mamata Bandyopadhyay on where is Sheikh Shahjahan and on Sheikh Shahjahan. Last 5 days, one comment on the voices of women and what they are coming out and saying, and they are saying it in Bangla. They are not even providing their version in Hindi or English. They are saying it in Bangla, and it's all over the place what the women are alleging, what has happened with them in Sandeshkhali. Is there one word from the Chief Minister about them? Please find out. If it is, please read it right now on the show. Priyanka Tibrewal, you wanted to respond to it.
Anand, allow me. Yes, please allow me. I will not go into all this whataboutery because when you have no answers, that is what you exactly do, what he's trying to do. But this is a matter of shame because a very serious issue is involved. He said he will not trust any women of BJP. For that matter, I have different opinion from what he has. I hold immense respect for each and every woman, be it of Trinamool, be it of CPM, or for that matter, any other party. So these women
Then why
who
you
were,
maligning Mamata
alleging
Banerjee?
that, they
Why
used
you
to go from
maligning
house to
DIG?
house, searching. तौसीफ औरतों की इज्जत की बात है यार, थोड़ा सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट नहीं है तो सीख लो, ठीक है? Where these women alleged that house to house they were going, and what was the criteria? Physicality,
No,
age,
you made
and
accusation
religion,
against
and that
DIG
is how
officer.
they were pulled from the house. Entire night they were raped. TMC netas were enjoying. The names are there. Where is Sheikh Shahjahan? Why Mamta is quiet on that? Where is the other Shibu? Why they is useless? You say that you are so capable. Where is the capability? Women of your own Rajya. You were talking about Manipur. Now talk about Manipur. One single woman. You were talking entire time on all channels. Here so many women. They are saying we were raped. They were saying we were raped. Tausif being an advocate, I challenge you. Please go there. Ensure that their FIRs are filed. Why aren't you going? You don't allow us to go. You don't allow us to go. I am ready to
Governor
fight
has
cases
gone,
for all of them.
all journalists
I am
have
ready to fight and ensure that FIR is registered for each and every woman who has been raped, who has been molested, who has been assaulted.
So, here
Why don't you have the
let's take a pause here. The politics will continue, elections will come and go. We have two very capable lawyers here. What's been spoken about should not happen to any person. This is gross violation of basic rights, basic dignity and basic value for a person's life, and it's not being done with one but multiple groups of people in an entire region. That's what's happened. Please endeavor to go there and at least ensure justice. That's the basic premise of the profession that both of you have undertaken beyond your services in public life. So that's only my humble request. Let this not go down, be brushed under the carpet, and let not the politics override the right to basic human life and right to justice for all these people. Because what they have said is not something that is a scripted one. You have to hear their account, and it's heart-wrenching. For somebody who partially understands Bengali, I had tears in my eyes. But if you were to listen to it, you would not want this to happen to anybody. That's my humble request. Thank you very, very much. I have to move on for the moment. We'll continue to track this story, ladies and gentlemen. But let's shift focus on to another very big political development. They all came together to give the BJP a spirited fight.